love talking, right? I love talking about life. I love doing the things that I do, and I miss a lot of things to where the mods will pick up. Now Griselda and Grim, let me tell you something. I've known Grim for many, many, many years. He was a student of mine. And he's my senior mod. He always will be, right? He's got a journey here. He let me tell you something. He when y'all see Grim, y'all really need to say, thank Grim for everything he does. He will kick people, man. If you ever use like the F word in this channel or something, he won't. Look, he doesn't come ask my permission because we've known each other for many, many years. They're gone. I mean, Grim is pretty tough. Griselda's tough too. Now she's learning, right? Griselda, she really, y'all see her in Discord. Griselda runs our Discord. She's really good. Grim, he protects y'all. Grim is very, very good at the mod, and I appreciate Grim very much. And he's got a bright future here. He's in college right now. He's in his second year, so he's got a bright future on this channel. Vanessa, thank you for the follow. So Crystal, Grim, he is, like I said, if y'all see Grim, y'all just say hi to him, man, because he's full-time college student. He was a student of mine. I've known him for years, and he is very very protective over this community, over me too. He's very protective over, Good night, Paul. Love you, Paul. So we're getting ready. So going back to mods, there's a process of hiring mods, David, and whenever Brent and whoever aspiring streamers on here, I don't know, Crystal, I've never heard of a mom or a dad to be a mod for their kids' channel. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've never experienced that or never seen that. I would be, as a parent, right, I'd be kind of scared to be a mod in my daughter's channel because, well, I don't know. For me, right, I think it would, if my kids knew that I was a mod in their channel, they would act differently. They wouldn't bring out their own personality to their community because they know that I'm watching everything that they do. I might, let's see, what is this? I might just be my own mod. And David, the rule of thumb is until you should not have any mods don't come until later on in life, right? So, that's just a rule of thumb. I mean, y'all do what you want to, but for me, I'm very active in the Discord. I'm very active on Twitter. I'm very active on social media. I'm very active on our channel here. So, when I would, David, I mean, as you start getting 20 and 30 and 40 views, that's when you're going to start probably needing to get a mod, because as long as you're able to keep up within the chat, right? You're able to answer chat, you don't need no mods. It's when that chat starts rolling, it can get really busy. That's when you need a mod to watch things, because for me, I'm a family friendly channel, and I always will be, and that will never change. So mods are very important for my channel, because if the F-bomb starts hitting and start fighting going on, they're gone, right? I mean, when I mean that, they're going to be banned for 24 hours, period. And then they straighten up, they can come back, because I want to make sure everybody here is protected. Mine are set on how they are, so won't be joking, but love learning this. So Crystal, I appreciate the kind words. I'd love to see how that goes. When the kids start streaming and mom and dads are the mods, I'd love to see that. I'm pretty good with the comments with the iPad. Just need to refresh it once in a while. David, you're good. You're good. Look, I'm telling you this from experience, from me watching you. You're good you're a lot better. Let me rephrase it. You're a lot better now than you were keeping up with your comments. Because when I get in there, you're always, hey Brian, how you doing? So, the rule of thumb is when you're not able to keep up with when you're not able to keep up with your comments, that's when you probably need to start saying, "Ooh, I better get a mod in there." And the mod does not need to be a good friend or anything like that, right? A mod needs to have clear expectations of you. You're going to do some work for me, and here's what StreamDad is going to do for you, right? So over time, right? And what is that? What does time mean? You can gauge it on growth of your channel by how many followers you have, by the activity that's going on in your chat. Once I start getting a consistent 100 viewers, once we come in and what does consistency means 1 month of data. So once I have 1 month of 100 viewers consistently, then we're going to start paying you $100 a stream or $200 a stream. We're going to start paying you per stream. That's how it works. Now, I'm just throwing that $100 out as an example. It could be less, it could be more, whatever. But always know that mods want to be mods because they're inspiring streamers. Most mods want to stream. They want to be streamers. The mods that I had, that's all they wanted to do was learn from me, learn how I did things, and they wanted to go off and break off and do their own thing. And my guarantee with them were, Kelsey! I see you, Kelsey. How you doing, sweetheart? So I always tell my mods, right? So look, I understand why you want to be a mod because they're inspiring streamers. They want to learn and learn the tools that I use, because I use a lot of editing tools. I use a lot of things, man. I mean, I've got applications, man, more applications you can shake a stick at to keep the stream going, to keep the artwork going, to keep OBS going. I mean, I do a lot. So should my boys become mods first? Crystal, that would be a good idea. Yes, because if mods learn everything about what a streamer does, that's the relationship between a streamer and a mod. There's clear learning curve. There's clear communications between the streamer and the mod of what's going on daily, and the mods know exactly what's going on before that streamer hits the stream button. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that y'all don't see. So yes, if they have an opportunity to be a mod, it's somebody that you approve, Crystal. I mean, a streamer that's, look, I don't agree with toxicity. I don't agree. I'm a family friender, so if there is a streamer out there that you like and they like, and they can become a mod, they're going to learn so much about that streamer and the tools that they use. Because I teach my students. Let me tell you something. My students, their first thing they want to do is, Crystal, is they want to hit that button and stream. And I say, no. Not in my classroom, you're not going to. You're going to learn everything before you hit that stream button. My daughter, Evelyn, says hi, and I like your Evelyn. Hi, Evelyn. How are you doing? Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Family friendly. I want y'all to bring all of y'all's kids up in here, and I will give them a shout out, man. Evelyn, StreamDad loves you. Yes, he does. Streaming, people, is a tough business. Okay, I mean that's the reality of this. And look, you see the title up there, right? Just chatting, StreamDad answering questions about streaming. We can play some games later if y'all want. That's fine. But I thought it was important, Kelsey and Crystal and everybody. I thought it was important for me to address some things, as I have a lot of emails and DMs from young people asking questions about this. Right? I'm still going to answer them. I'm still going to go on and talk to them in Discord, and we're going to have conversations and stuff. But I thought it was important. I thought I could use this time to come on and briefly address some of the things, right? Sean, I see you coming up in here. Thank you, man. OBS Studio, that's a tool. You've got to learn it. Your internet. How much internet data do you have coming into your house? You've got to know that. And your internet provider, when you pick up the phone and say, how much internet do I have? And you tell them, I'm a streamer on Facebook Gaming. I need to have a quality stream. They're going to know the answer to that. they're going to know exactly what you need. Cannot be wireless, people, unless you understand QoS. I'm trying to show Brittany I'm trying to show Bailey what you're teaching. Gotcha. I was just dropping by to show support. Sean, thank you for coming by, brother, man. Love you, brother. Because we're sitting here look, this is all about streaming 101. It's what this is all about. And we're gonna play I don't know, we may play some games later, but I'm just answering, Sean. I'm just answering a bunch of emails that I have, a bunch of direct messages that I have in Discord about streaming 101 stuff, right? Inspiring young streamers that's wanting to do this, and I thought I'd just address it here before I actually go on and start talking to them 101, because it's there's a misconception out there, Sean. Streaming, you play games for a living? Wow, that is just remarkable. I want to do that. I need one of those rage rooms and I'll be good. Well, you know, when my students, I teach 11th and 12th graders. Everybody knows in my town, everybody knows that I'm a streamer, right? Everybody knows this is what I do. And all of my students want to do it. 99.9% of my students, this is what they want to do for a living. And not only that, I got to put up with their parents saying, you teach this? Man, how dare you, right? My generation. And that's another whole story. And so all they want to do, all young people want to do is give me a computer, let me hit the stream button, and I'm going to go play my game, and I'm going to be the next ninja. I'm going to be the next Dr. Disrespect. That's exactly. Tell me if I'm wrong, young people. Tell me if I'm wrong. I want to hit that streamer button, and I'm going to go play games, and everybody in the world is going to come watch me, and I'm going to be the next ninja. It ain't like that, young people. I'm going to tell you that right now. There is work. This is the most. Let me tell you something. But there's not a lot of physical activity. That's the danger part of streaming. You're sitting in a chair for 8 to 10 hours a day, right? Those of you that want to do this for a living, 2 to 3 hours a night ain't going to do it. I'm going to tell you that right now. You ever want to do this for a living, you're going to have to do it 8 to 10 hours a day. And then if you're sitting in a chair for 8 to 10 hours a day, I'm going to tell you that wrecks a body. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's the physical part. The mental part of it is and I teach the pros and cons of it to my high school students, right? They think it's all glory. What is it? Sorry, can you say about the mods? I've got Bailey watch. So mods. So going back to the mods. Mods need to have expectations, okay? So you just don't go. A mod should never be personal with the streamer, okay? I'm going to probably say it in different words, right? But a mod there's a lot of work that a mod needs to do. A mod, it filters out all the toxicity and filters out all that bullying and filter out a bunch of stuff. And a mod takes care of OBS. A mod does all the things for the streamer so the streamer can focus on the entertainment, focus on doing what he does. That's what a mod does. Now, when you become a mod for a channel, there's got to be a clear expectation between the streamer and the mod. The mod needs to know exactly what am I going to get out of this if I become a mod for you. And the streamer needs to have clear expectations. You're going to get this, this, and this. And let me tell you, once we reach, and I'm going to use this as an example, okay? Once we reach 100 viewers, consecutive viewers in 1 month, I'm going to start paying you a salary. That's an expectation. And you're going to say, okay, what else? So at some point, there's only mods that I've ever worked with, mods want to be streamers. A mod needs to have a clear expectation that I'm going to learn everything that you do as a streamer. What tools do you use? How do you edit videos? How are you so successful? I want to learn everything that you do. So there's clear expectations when doing the streamer and the mod. It's not personal, it's business, because it's a business relationship. If you go into this, if a mod goes into this and taking it personal, it's going to be a disaster, because a streamer's got the expectation that you're going to kick. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care who it is. If your best friend is in that stream using the F word, there is no second chance. You kick them for 24 hours. You don't have to ask the streamer, because there's already been a coaching session, and before you onboarded to the stream, you have access to every single admin. It's a very serious job, but the mod has to have expectations. If I'm with you for 2 or 3 years, what am I going to get out of it? Now, the best thing that I just heard, right, and Crystal, the best thing that I have heard is, if you want to be, if young people that don't have a teacher like me that teaches them stuff in high school, you need to go be a mod for a streamer, so you can learn how the pros and cons of streaming. It's not all glory. There's so much work as a streamer. It's a lot of work behind the scenes. So if you want to learn the job, being a mod is the perfect thing. If you're a mod, and I'm not talking about being a mod for somebody just starting up. I'm talking about be a mod for a streamer that's been around for a long time and understands the business. Haley, the mod needs not to trigger the streamer. So look, if y'all ever noticed, when you go into a channel that has mods, there's not a lot of communication during the stream from the streamer to the mod, because the expectations of what that mod's got to do, they already know. So the streamer's not sitting there saying, mod, you need to go do this, this, and this. You don't hear that, because but look, behind the scenes in Discord, right? Behind the scenes, the streamer and the mods are already talking. This is what we need to do tonight, right? And the mods has got to follow. This is what we're going to do tonight. It's ups and downs. You have good days, and you have, obviously, today, bad days. So if you're if you're a young man and still in high school, and you don't have an instructor like me that teaches this stuff in 11th, 12th grade, don't go and hit that stream button and start streaming. Don't do it. I'm just telling you, because you don't know the tools. You're just hitting a button, and I'm streaming. What does that mean? What if something goes wrong, right? You can't react to things very fast, because you don't know how. You never experienced it. You're never going to grow that channel. You're never going to go anywhere. Don't just go hit that stream button and expect to be the next ninja. It's not ever going to happen, because you don't know. You've got to understand audio. You got to understand video. You got to understand overlays. You see the screen that we're on that I did? You got to understand, right, how to create all this stuff. You got to understand thumbnails. You got to understand OBS Studio. You got to understand this and this, editing application tools. You got to understand Discord. You got to understand the appropriate ways of Twitter. Yes, Twitter, people, because social media is how you grow a channel. And you've got to be on Twitter. You got to be on Instagram. You got to be on all these social media. You got to learn how to drive all that stuff. So being a mod for a well-groomed streamer, an older streamer. Now, don't be a mod for somebody that just started off, because this is what I've seen. I don't know what y'all have seen. This is what I've seen. There's a lot of young people that's hit that stream button and say, I am a veteran. I know everything there is about streaming. Come be a mod for me, and I'll teach you everything. You don't have to be a mod at Facebook. Go to Twitch. Look, go to Mixer. Go to YouTube. We're all doing the same things, right? Facebook Gaming, Twitch, Mixer, YouTube. We're all doing the same thing, right? It's the personality, it's the gameplay, it's how do you react to situations? How do you use these tools? We all use the same tools. We're all broadcasting on the same kind of network. Okay? You don't have to be on Facebook Gaming to be a mod. And matter of fact, how many in chat, y'all need to help me understand it. I mean, look, I've been around doing this for 8 or 9 years. I've been around forever. Have y'all? I don't know of any other older Gentleman Bryan out here on Facebook. I haven't seen. Well, there's probably some, I'm sure, but over on Twitch or Mixer, you've got lots of mature streamers that's been around a long time, like me, that understands the ins and outs of streaming. And being a mod for somebody like that, you're within a year, you're going to learn so much. And you're going to say, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. There's so much stuff you're going to learn from that streamer. And the expectation of that mod, right? You're going to learn this in the very beginning, this especially when I use mods. You're going to want to, I know that my mods want to go off and stream. And Graham's a good example. Mike! Mike, thank you for the 500 stars, brother, man. I love you, brother. It's good to see you, man. Very generous of you, man. 500 stars, brother. I love you, man. We're chit-chatting, man. Just chatting. So we're talking about mods here. So, Crystal, I hope I'm answering his questions very bluntly. Mods is a best way to learn the ins and outs of a streamer. Please, young people, don't go hit that doggone stream button unless it's a hobby, right? If you're just doing it as a hobby, I guess, you don't have expectations of ever turning it into a career. I guess that's the best way. You just go and do it and just go. But I don't know how you would learn. I guess you're just going to have to learn as you go. But you got to learn the tools. And being a mod is the best way to learn OBS Studio, learn how to handle the comments and chat, learn all the tools that you need as a streamer, learn the back end stuff, right? So, Crystal, I hope I answered this question. Look, I'm in Discord. If there's anything that I can do to help, just send me a DM. Like I said, I've got so many emails and DMs waiting on me. And I'm going to get to them. I just thought I'd address some of these things tonight. You are. Thank you. He's learned a lot. And Crystal, tell him, look, you and your boys and anybody wants to reach out to me, and I can give you some names of some mature streamers and it's very professional the way that we do it. There's an application process. They've got to fill out an application. And there's at least a 3-day onboarding before you become a mod, right? You get on Discord, and the mature streamer's been around a long time, always has about a 3-day onboarding with a mod. It takes about 3 days. I do this. It takes about 3 days to talk about expectations, talk about you, just talk about life, right? What do you expect out of me and what I expect out of you, and the tools, making sure that we all understand the tools we use, and then once you go through that onboarding, you give the mod access to all the admin stuff, and you turn them loose. And you have to meet with them at least once a week, right? There's always a meeting with the mods. How did it go? How are you doing? Now, remember, mods are doing this for free in the beginning, so mods have to be very upfront with the streamer. Look, I'm in school. I could probably do this, once a week. And you can't, listen, you cannot ever get onto a mod, people. You cannot ever scream, yell, get onto them because they're doing it for free. You got to remember that there is expectations, right? But a mod doesn't show up. Okay, they don't show up, right? That doesn't mean they're going to be your mod the next day. Say, look, I appreciate it, but I need to find somebody else, right? But there is not. Don't ever. I mean, that's a line that because you're right. Mods are doing a lot of work for you. In Facebook gaming right now, it may not be the best place to be a mod because it's too many young people. It's only a year old. There's too many young streamers out there that hasn't been around been around for a long time, right? They don't know the loops. Haley, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I know I'm on late tonight, but I was thinking about y'all. I was watching the movie Mr. Rogers, right, with Tom Hanks. And I love that movie. I absolutely love the way they put things in perspective and the way they said things about life and stuff. I really love that movie, Mr. Rogers. I'm actually telling y'all, right, I used to watch Mr. Rogers when I was, So that was a good movie. And after watching Mr. Rogers, I thought, you know what, I'm going to go hang out with the chat, and we're going to do some chatting, right? We're going to talk about some streaming stuff, because that's lots of questions I get on Discord and email is what we're talking about now. But I'm still going to answer the emails. We're still going to have our one-on-ones to talk about things, and so. Poor Tom Hanks. I heard Tom Hanks got that virus. I know. I heard that today. He appreciates you taking the time to explain this. Crystal, this makes me happy. This is all I want to do is hope I inspire young people to stream. I hope I can just look, I'm not money driven. I want to inspire young people, and look, I didn't know this 8 years ago, but I've got a good 8 years experience doing this, right? Of things that went wrong and things that went good. And so it just thrills me to death that I'm at a point in my life now to where, you know what? Wow. I did experience some bad things and I went down the wrong road. Didn't know about it then, but I'm able to share with you young people and say, look, just what I did. I'm not saying that y'all will take what I tell you. All I want to do is to say, here's what StreamDad did, and it was bad decision, but I learned from it. Now whether you use that information, y'all build your stream like you want it. I just want to be a tool, right? You think of me as like a tool, right? Because I didn't have anybody. We didn't have anybody back then, people. We didn't have somebody to look and say, well, they've done this before. Let's go ask them. We were winging it, man. Christopher, look, I poured a little bit in here, man. So I'm getting on it, man. I'm getting on it. Oh my gosh, man. I didn't have anybody. We didn't have anybody. So please, the more questions that y'all send me, it makes me happy. I'm just going to share. I'm not ever going to tell you what to do or I'm just going to say, here's what happened to me. And this is, it was a bad path, and hopefully you learn from it. And, so, and David, your experience today was a good example of, wow, it's learning, right? Right, David? It's a learning experience, man. I mean, that's what it's all about, man, is you have your ups and downs, and when you have your downs, that's where you got to huddle up, right? You got Sarah, man. David, you and Sarah can huddle up at the kitchen table and say, all right, what went wrong today, and make sure it never happens again, right? He goes to college for welding, and his job is building fences, but has a passion for video games. Crystal, if he's got a passion for video games, or I'm assuming streaming, right? Because we can play video games, but, right? Streaming people, right? Crystal, one thing young people's got to learn, and I teach my 11th and 12th graders this. Streaming is not all about playing video games, people. You know what I mean? I mean, look, nobody, look, let me tell you what's happened in my past. You can go on and you can play video games and not say one word to chat, and you won't have anybody in chat. That is a true statement. I'm going to tell you this one more time. I was really good at Fortnite. I'm going to play my Fortnite game, and I'm not going to pay attention to chat. I'm just going to play my game as if I'm not online. And when you look at chat, nobody will be there. It takes skill. It takes experience to be able to focus on a game and focus on chat, focus on the game, focus on chat, and keep that conversation relevant, right? Danny! Thank you, Danny, for the 100 stars, my man. Christopher, thank you for the share, brother, man. Thank y'all for the stars. Thank y'all. I love you guys, man. I was watching the movie, and as soon as I clicked off, first thing came to my mind was y'all. So I got to go on, at least have a chatting session. We can play games later if we want. I mean, I don't have nowhere to go. All right, this is spring break. Danny, thank you, brother, man. I love you, brother. Hey, David, please, David. You don't have to say look. It's a learning experience, and I've been there. Everybody's been there. It's he goes to college for welding. Look, so Crystal, I think you hit it. I think you hit the nail on the head. if he would just go be a mod for somebody it doesn't have to be a Facebook gaming. Go to Twitch. Twitch, man. I mean, they're looking for good mods all the time. We're talking about streamers that's having, 5,000 viewers every stream, right? I mean, that thing is busy and scrolling, and I mean, they really need help over there. Facebook. I mean, over at YouTube Gaming, right? They need mods. Look, you're learning over there, because they've got the maturity over there. They got a lot of veterans over there. Facebook Gaming doesn't have a lot of veteran streamers. What, a 0.1%? I mean, how many 8-year veteran streamers like me are in Facebook Gaming? Not a lot, right? I mean, it's not a lot. Sean, I think it's awesome that you take the time to teach your followers and share your knowledge and wisdom. Sean, you're going to get me all emotional here, man. It's those kind words, man, that keeps me going. Thank you for the kind words, but thank you for the 100 stars for the channel. That's very kind words of you, and I appreciate it. That's what keeps me going, Sean, look, I just want to share my knowledge, right? That's all I care about is seeing you guys successful. If you're successful with your stream, that means I can go away and be happy. I feel like I've done something, done something good in my life. I've done, if you guys become successful, I can sit in my rocking chair when I really retire and sit back and watch you guys and say, you know what, I remember Crystal 10 years ago. We were talking about this, and look at Crystal and her kids now. They're the next ninja, and I will feel proud, right? I would feel proud because listen, I understand the struggles because I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have Sean. When 8 years ago when we were starting streaming, we didn't know about the streaming thing, right? We were just doing it for fun. But as it became legit, man, we opened up our eyes one day and saying, man, we got thousands of views. What do we do with this, man? We're just supposed to be doing this for fun. It became real, became a career, right? It became real. So we were just winging it, man. It's like being parents for the first time, right? There's no book out there on how to take care of a kid, right? You're just going. So I didn't have somebody to pick up the phone, right, on stream and saying, look, what do I do, man? I mean, I've got 5,000 people watching me every night, and I don't know if I'm doing right or wrong. And, so I'm hoping that I can share the knowledge, right, Sean? I just want to be able to say, because I made some mistakes, Sean. I made some mistakes, man, and but I've corrected them over time, right? But boy, those mistakes were painful. Woo, were they painful? Oh my gosh, man. Oh, I don't want to feel that pain ever again, But if I ever do feel that pain, I can immediately correct it because I felt it in the past, and I knew what I had. I know now what I didn't know then, how to correct it real fast and get that pain off me. So, thank you for the kind words. That means a lot to me, brother. So, look, don't be scared, Crystal. Have them look. Facebook Gaming is very young, and there's not a lot of us mature streamers over here, right? Because it's just too new. Facebook Gaming is only about a year old. That's it, because they're starting to get their apps out and stuff like that. Let them go to Twitch. Go over to Twitch and look, and fill out some applications for some mods over there, or go to Mixer. Mixer's a good place. Mixer's still kind of young, but they're not as young as Facebook Gaming. But Twitch would probably be the best place. It's a learning experience, and we're still learning. And David, right? It's a learning experience. Look, Facebook Gaming's new to me, and I'm learning the hard way about the music police, because I play some music on the channel and I got my hand slapped so many times, and so I know the pain. I can't do that again. I done got too many violations playing music that I ain't supposed to be playing. So so I'm learning now at Twitch. So you don't have that. This jaywalking over there. You can play any music you want in the background, and they can't touch you, right? I wish I could hug you, Crystal. You're gonna get me crying, man. So look. Thank you for the kind words. I just want you to be successful. That's all, Crystal. I just want y'all to be successful and use me, people. Use me as a tool, man. I mean, I'm going to be around for a long time. I promised y'all I was going to give y'all between 5 and 10 years before I sit back in my rocking chair and watch you guys, make all the millions and be the next Ninjas and Dr. Disrespects, because we're all going away in the next 5 or 10 years. You know that, right? Ninja and Dr. Disrespect and Shroud, all of, you know, we've got to leave and let you turn the reins over to you guys, right? We're just old school people, man. We need to back off and sit back and watch you guys do y'all's thing, man. Just check the copyright. Listen, David, sometimes that didn't work. I actually thought that I checked everything for the Elvis Presley music that came on, you know, that I was playing here recently. I'd play my intro song, which I know is non-copyrighted, and then I had the you know, here's the Elvis Presley intro. I thought it was non-copyright because I saw on Spotify, right, it was non-copyright, but you can't believe everything you read, right? I didn't check it any